PE checking back in office, man. We about a week out from Thanksgiving. You know what's going on, man. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get active, man. Our children are going to learn that the road to forgiveness is a lonely road, but adequate. Nevertheless, you know, you have to forgive people. You know, through all of the books of trials and tribulations, it teaches you to forgive. And part of forgiving other people is forgiving yourself, trusting and believing in yourself. And you should never let internal complications reach external surfaces, which means that anything that you have going on behind closed doors, it should never reach the media. It should never reach outside of, you know, your safe haven, because that's when your soul can be crippled even more. And it's so easy for you to do wrong, and it's hard, you know, for you to do right. So, you know, it's just easy for you to keep continuing to dig yourself into this hole. And now it just seem like you're in this endless cycle, and like you're on this treadmill, or like you're on this hamster wheel, you know, I should say. And I just got down to the business of, and I just came to this turning point of, I don't want to be that person anymore, right? I can't be a hypocrite. I'm one of the people in my groups of the people that I associate with that usually they feed off of for the positive enlightenment. They feed off of for positive advice, and, you know, just to be that anchor, right? And again, trusting into yourself ties into that. If I can't be there for myself, if I'm not doing right and I'm not following, you know, the Lord's righteous path, how the hell am I going to be there for those that care about me? How am I going to be there for my team? I got to tell myself, and I'll be having a lot of conversations with myself, because I feel like that, you know, I have the best conversations with myself. That's why a lot of the time they tell you that you need to write your ideas down. You need to, you know, put it on like a board. You need to put it in your notes on your phone or some type of pen pad, because it really put things into perspective. It really gives you a sense of direction. I am a very, you know, eloquent author myself. In fact, anything that I can't express over the tongue gets put into this notepad here. This is my legendary memoir/grimoire. In fact, I have over 40 entries, and what I'll dissect on and shed light on, you know, on a different day. We talk about us being in a spiritual warfare every single day, because it happens and it's put right in front of us. See, the difference is, at least 100, 200 years back, when technology wasn't as great and we didn't have as many resources, they at least tried to cover up things a little bit more. But now they're blatantly putting it inside of the stores. They're blatantly putting everything across all of these social media platforms. Like, prime example, Abraham Lincoln wasn't this liberator, you know, that people thought that he was. He was a slave owner. He was a dictator, you know what I'm saying? And in conclusion, people don't liberate, the world doesn't have liberators. People liberate themselves. So once you take off those chains, then you will unleash and you will find your true potential. You got to stop going through the motions with things. If you're going to do something, you got to do it with passion. You got to do it with this fire, you know, inside of you. You know, it's just some things that money can't buy. And money can give you all access to all of these temporary things and vices, but money can't give you your soul back. You know, what good is all of this money? Because like they say, more money, more problems. So you got all of this money, you got a lot of this freedom, but that also can be a very bad thing as well. So that's why they say, you know, you need to have financial advisors. You know, you need to talk about these things, you know, that's troubling you. And that's my problem, because, you know, with the trust issues that's just built up over time, it's very hard for me to exit out of that shell and just express myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working on that, you know, and that plays a part, because you got to think, you know, the people that care about you and the ones that you've been locked in with and the ones that you're just so close with, it's just hard for you to reciprocate that energy and reciprocate that genuine love and reciprocate that genuine bond back and give them what they need, give them what they've been missing. It's like you're kind of just there. And, you know, but no one can help you exit out of that but yourself. You know, you have to take time away. I remember back on the Man of Steel movie with Clark Kent. Not on the Man of Steel movie, but the one after that, where it was Batman versus Superman, right? And the community, they basically, the world casted him out. And he was more than a martyr, you know. They was looking at him like he was this villain. So, you know, he went to the mountains and he had to find himself. You know, he didn't use any powers. And I remember as he was climbing up the mountain, as he got higher and higher and the altitude increased, it was some man that was kind of in like the middle, and he told the other guy, he was like, no one comes here around this time of the year, especially going up towards that way. Like, that's a big no-no. He was like, he's come here to die. You know, he was basically surrendering himself and giving himself back up to nature. But then he realized, again, he had a purpose. He realized that it's the fact that he went through everything that he went through, and he survived that, and he triumphant over that, and he came out victorious. The fact that he went through all of that and he's still here, you know, never lose faith, man. You know, stay hard, stay grounded, you know, stay positive. And the mind can cripple you, you know, what you think you will become. So, you know, stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving. You know, again, we out. Like, comment, share, you know, subscribe. We'll be locking in again soon. Story time.